this video will bring you to a more relaxed state. So, thank you for joining me through my magazine flip. I've got a small stack of magazines here, just a few. This first one that I've got, I'm a little excited about because it is from June of 1999. So this is a 25-year-old magazine. It is called Craftworks, Creative Fun for Everyone. It says on the cover there are 50 plus projects, fun and fragrant potpourri, and easy clay pot crafts. So I am excited to crack this baby open and see if we can read about some fun crafts. So I did buy this from a used bookstore in town. So I don't know who owned this previously, but I'm gonna just start flipping through and see what goodies are in here. So it is a candle ad, and a candle painting medium. So I guess a way you can just paint plain wax candles. And then there is a special invitation from the editor, and it reads, "Did you ever wonder where we get all those delightful projects which appear in each issue of Craftworks? Well, most of our projects come from the many wonderful designers we meet at major industry shows held regularly throughout the country. However, other project ideas are sent in by readers such as yourself. We are always interested in seeing what you're doing, as well as hearing about what you'd like to see more of in Craftworks. Have you a favorite scrapbook page or album cover that you'd like to share? What about a clever idea for using family memorabilia or preserving your special memories in a creative way? Do you have a new twist on an old craft, a quick tip, or a fun way to use a particular product in a different way? If you've answered yes, then this invitation is for you. Send a clear color photo or color photocopy of your project, idea, or tip, along with your name, address, and telephone number to Craftworks located in Newton, New Jersey. If your project photo is chosen for publication, we'll send you $25 in recognition of your creative efforts, along with a complimentary copy of that issue. We look forward to hearing from you. Jane Guthrie, editor. P.S. On a personal note, I'd like to wish all you dads and dads-to-be a happy Father's Day. More on those soon-to-be fathers next issue." So, table of contents. It's got a list of projects like bag bugs, clay pot frogs, bee happy wreath, clay pot birdhouse, chalkboard magnets, garden glove bear, origami cards and Father's Day mug, pencil box, angel wall hanging, cherries and berries, clay pot strawberry, cherries breakfast set, paper flower room accents, stenciled vine watering can, beehive room freshener, floral wall hanging, and a bumble trio. And then there's a section called For Keeps. For Keeps, scrapbooking basics, wedding remembrance, wedding scrapbook page, ribbon rose frame, creative lettering, graduation memory page, fun with the crafty ladies. Gone Fishing scrapbook page and fishing memory lamp. This next page says make party favors with Badge a Minute. Badge a Minute starter kit opens the door to countless craft possibilities. Now you can make party favors for a child's birthday or any celebration. Create your own button designs to fit the theme of your party. Use stickers, markers, even birthday wrapping paper to make button favors. You can also choose from hundreds of our popular pre-printed designs. Use buttons to mark place settings at the birthday table or attach them to take-home party bags. For younger children, have them draw or color in a picture to be turned into a button. You can even use buttons as prizes for party games. For only $29.95, our starter kit includes a handheld button assembly press and enough parts to make 10 2¼ inch buttons. Additional supplies, including a variety of button parts and button design software, are available in our free catalog. Order today. Oh, goodness. This next page, it says Suzanne Says, and there's a picture of Suzanne in the corner. Her name is Suzanne McNeil, and she looks very nice. And it is titled Boondoggle Bonanza, and they are keychains that were made with plastic lace, and you could fold them and twist them into different ways, and you would get these fun keychains. Let's read a little bit about them. Hold on one second. Okay. It says, looking for Sunday school crafts, troop projects, or just some summer fun? Here's a sampling of easy craft ideas for kids of all ages that are easy, inexpensive, use readily available materials, and are really cool to make. Plastic lace. Colorful plastic lace has long been a staple for kids' crafts. Today, the lace comes not only in solid colors, but also in prints. Fun colors and designs add a whole new dimension and excitement to plastic lace projects. Make colorful shelf sitters, basket critters, a fashionable frame, keychains, bracelets, bear barrettes, oh my gosh, dream catchers, and crosses for yourself or to give as gifts. You can even weave a water bottle cover, whip up bicycle grips, streamers, or make a colorful lanyard for that favorite sports person in your family. Plastic canvas. Plastic canvas is a creative addition to combine with plastic lace. It's easy to cut into almost any shape, then simply weave the shapes with lace to add dimension and detail. Sew the pieces together with a few stitches for a colorful basket, purse, or eyeglass case. Weave cut-out pieces and braid together to make movable dolls. Plastic lace is wide enough even for small hands to use with ease. Pony beads. For yet another exciting combination, try mixing pony beads with plastic lacing. It's a fun and easy way to make colorful ornaments or add dimension. Mix pony beads, plastic lace, and a plastic lace ends in place with Goop, G-O-O-P, adhesive. There's just no end to the charming boondoggle projects that can be made. Nifty keychains, bracelets, shelf sitter dolls, snakes, caterpillars, even a cherry octopus with pony bee tentacles. Once you start, you won't want to stop. That was by Suzanne McNeil. And they've got a picture here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different boondoggles that are different colors, and some have the pony beads in them. There's one that is green and black and twisty. Then there's another one that is like navy and dark teal with 3 wooden circle beads in the middle. Then there is one that is orange and yellow that's got like tassels hanging off the end with orange and yellow beads at the bottom with little yellow heart beads. Then there is one that is blue and white, kind of spiraled lace. And then they've got red, blue, and red beads with the white stars, or a little patriotic one. And then they have like a magenta and a blue twisty one. And then they've got one that's patterned, and it looks like it's red and yellow and black, maybe. So, a boondoggle. The next page is a very common page in older magazines, and it's a check order form, and this is from Artistic Checks. It says since 1925. These are side tear checks, so they tear from the side of the check and not the top. And there's all kinds of designs on them that you could order. This is going to be good. Okay. I've got an article here, and it is titled The Art of Wood Burning Made Easy. This article is written by Sheila Summers, and they've got her picture in the top corner as well. And she also looks very nice. Very 90s, if I do say so myself. She's got like a denim, she's got a denim button down on, and her collar has been bedazzled, so there are all kinds of jewels on her collar, and there are also, looks like little buttons or something on her button down as well. So again, very fashionable in the 90s and killing it as a crafter, I'm sure. So Sheila writes about wood burning made easy, and it looks like it's supposed to possibly be a kid craft because it says kids crafts in the corner, but I don't know, wood burning doesn't sound like the best kids craft, but what do I know? Okay, she writes, last summer I had the opportunity to work as a consultant to Walnut Hollow Farm, one of the nation's leading manufacturers of wood craft products. We worked together to produce a new line of 28 craft kits designed for children ages 4 and up, called Made for Kids. Each kit includes instructions and all the basic supplies required to complete the project, everything from paints to brushes. One of the projects included in this line is a wood burning kit designed for children ages 11 and up. There you go. The only wood burning I had ever done prior to this was in my fireplace. I was thrilled to discover how simple this art form really is, and was given the chance to demonstrate it at the Hobby Industry Association trade show last February. While working on the product line with Walnut Hollow Farm, I learned that Scott Ladd, one of the owner's children, had taken up wood burning at age 12. Scott's artistic talent and skill tied in with the first wood items developed by the company. Base wood rounds, planks, and plates. By the time he was 17, Scott was involved in working with other contributing artists on several books regarding wood burning, all published by Walnut Hollow Farm. Over the next 10 years, Scott held various positions with the company. At the age of 26, he became the vice president of marketing and sales, responsible for all new product development for the family-owned business. Oh, what children can accomplish when we provide them with opportunity and support. Amen, Sheila. So it says here to gather your materials. You will need to purchase a wood burner pen and a universal point or a wood burning kit containing these two items from your craft supply store. If not available locally, contact Walnut Hollow Farm, located in Wisconsin, in Dodgeville, Wisconsin. For the lighthouse project, you will need a 7.5 by 10.5 or larger base wood round. I suggest you also purchase a smaller piece of wood to practice the various wood burning techniques on. In addition, you need the following shades of Delta Cerakote acrylics: crimson, raw sienna, bright yellow, and periwinkle blue. Use Royal's Golden Taklon half-inch angular brush to add color to the finished piece. Additional supplies include masking tape, tracing paper, graphite paper, and a pencil or stylus. Then there is a picture of a woman, and she is holding an oval-shaped piece of wood, and on it you see a lighthouse that is red and white striped. It looks like one of those classic barber poles, and a light sky blue background with two white fluffy clouds. And then in the foreground, in front of the lighthouse, is a little white building with a brown roof and some windows. So that is the lighthouse basewood project. And then the next section says, let's get crafting. Wood burning was popular when our forefathers created almost all household decorations using whatever tools they had on hand. Today, unfortunately, few people have ever tried this art form. The techniques used to create these beautiful pieces require patience and a steady hand more than they do artistic skill. Before beginning the lighthouse project, be sure to read through all of the instructions and practice the techniques described on a piece of scrap wood or the back of your surface. The type of wood used for wood burning makes a tremendous difference in the outcome of the finished project. Basswood is preferred because it burns easily, has a uniform light color which complements the warm brown of the burned design, and has a fine texture with little grain. Basswood is available in pre-cut, pre-sanded pieces at most craft supply stores. Oak and walnut also make for beautiful wood burned pieces, but the fibers in these woods are much denser, so they will not burn as dark. Pine is not suitable for wood burning because the grain is so hard, making it almost impossible to burn a straight line. Do not attempt to wood burn laminated or sealed woods, such as plywood and loan, because noxious fumes are produced when they are heated. All wood burning begins with lines transferred onto the surface of the wood. Trace the pattern for the lighthouse. See the pattern pull out onto tracing paper and secure on your surface with masking tape. Place graphite paper underneath the design and trace over the pattern using a pencil or stylus. Press firmly, but not hard enough to create an indentation in the wood. Secure the pen's wire holder to your work surface and plug the pen in. It is important to remind the children that the tip of the wood burner pen is very hot and requires adult supervision when using. You want to lightly hold the pen the same way you should hold a pencil. Squeezing too tightly will cause your fingers to feel fatigued and also make them hot. Always move the pen toward you for greater control. If you feel uncertain about a technique, practice it first on a piece of scrap wood. Once you have transferred the pattern, the pen should be ready to use. Outline the design with the universal point, staying up on the chisel edge of the point. The amount of darkness of the burn is determined by how long you leave the heated pen on the surface, not by how hard you push it into the wood. The key to creating a beautiful design is to keep in mind the contrast you wish to create between light and dark. Either the background or the features of the design are dark, but rarely both. Remember, you can't go back to remove unwanted burn marks. Refer to the photograph to determine where shading is needed. Laying the pen on its side, slowly and evenly drag across the area to be shaded. To create the roof shingles, stay up on the tip of the pen, applying very little pressure as you burn each line. Thin each of the listed acrylic paints with water to create a very transparent wash. Test the intensity of each color on the back of your surface to make sure they aren't too bright. You need just a touch of color. Slowly and carefully add color to the appropriate areas of the design, making sure not to lose any of the shading burning into the surface. So, there you go. Okay. This next page is a craft called Bag Bugs, and it was designed by Cheryl Ball. And there's a picture of two bag bugs, and one is a ladybug and one is a bumblebee. And I think they are used for maybe gift bags. There are pipe cleaners sticking out of the top of the bag for the antennas, and there's googly eyes, and then a painted on smile with little buttons, and then one is painted red with black dots, and the other is painted yellow with squiggly black stripes, and that one also has 4 white wings sticking out the side. And it says, paper snack bags, paint, and Chanel stems are all that's needed to keep your kids happily entertained for hours of summer fun. So, let's take a look at this craft. The materials that are needed: premium coat acrylic paints, thick designer tacky glue, 2 4-inch wide paper snack bags, piece of paper grocery bag, sponge, cotton swabs, pencil, permanent black marker, scissors, Chanel stems, 1 yellow and 1 black, 1/4 inch pom-poms, 2 red and 2 black, 4 1/2-inch in diameter wiggle eyes, 1/2-inch buttons, 2 red, 2 white. Instructions. So that's interesting. When they say Chanel stems, they mean a pipe cleaner. I've never heard them called a Chanel stem. But anyway, instructions. Step 1. Cut a curve on the top open end of each bag. piece of brown grocery bag. Using sponge and covering all sides of the bag, apply BL onto heads, TR onto Ladybug's body, and TY onto Bee's body. Sponge both sides of the wings, WH. Allow to dry. Cut each Chanel stem in half. Glue the black pom-poms onto the yellow stems and the red pom-poms onto the black stems. Glue the black stems to the top and side of the ladybug's head and the yellow stems to the top and side of the bee's head for antenna. Bend stems as desired. Step 4. Referring to photo for placement, glue on wiggle eyes. Use cotton swabs to paint a TY nose and mouth on the bee and a TR nose on WH mouth on... Uh-oh. I'm gonna turn the page. Oh, it's continuing on page 90. We're on page 10. That's wild. Well, I'll have to finish the rest of that a little bit later, I think. So, the next page is a really cute looking craft. And they are called clay pot frogs. And they're cute. So, they look like 2 terracotta pots that have been painted green. And they've got like little ribbon for arms and legs. And like big googly eyes sitting on top of the pot. So the pot is like upside down. And like the opening's on the bottom. And then they've got the eyes glued to the what would be the base of the pot, but again it's upside down. Anyway, they're cute and they're called clay pot frogs. And this craft was designed by Angie Willite. The technique of sponging is so easy to do and quickly transforms plain clay pots into whimsical frogs. This is a great project for kids of all ages to make. Well, we'll dig into this craft a little bit, but I can already see we're not going to get to finish it. Materials. A terracotta clay pot, one that is 1 3/4 inch and one that is 2.5 inch. And it says those are going to be the bodies. Then you need Forester Woodsies circles, 2 medium and 2 large, and those are for the eyes. A 10-inch square of green fabric for the feet. A 6-inch square of green print fabric for the sign. Okay, so one of the frogs is holding a gone fishing sign. So that's what that sign is. And then you need 1/8 of a yard of heavy duty Wonder Under fusible adhesive. 1/8 of a yard of Wonder Under heavy duty fusible adhesive. 1/8 of a yard of soft shape fusible interfacing. 1/8 of a yard of fusible fleece. 1 yard of wide green with white pin dot cross grain ribbon. Black wiggle eyes. 2 10mm and 2 18mm. 10-inch length diameter of a wooden dowel. And 2 3/4 of an inch brass fishhook. An 8-inch length of clear nylon fishing line. And acrylic paints in green isle, lime green, and raw sienna. And wood sealer. Acrylic satin finish spray. Beacon gem tack adhesive. Fiskars rotary cutter with 45mm rotary blade and pinking blade, self-healing mat, and clear acrylic ruler. A disappearing ink pen, I don't know what that is, small paintbrush, inch length. Sand the wooden circles and pieces of dowel, then wipe with the tack cloth. Apply a coat of wood sealer to both the wooden pieces and the clay pots. Allow to dry. Base coat wooden circles and clay pots green isle. Base coat dowel pieces raw sienna. Allow paints to dry. Next, sponge paint wooden circles and clay pots with lime green, allowing base color to show through and let dry. Spray all painted pieces with satin finish and allow to dry. Step 2. For the feet, cut 2 4x5 pieces from the green fabric square. Follow manufacturer's instructions to apply heavy-duty transfer web to the back of these pieces. Remove paper backing, then position green fabric pieces with wrong sides together and fuse. Trace 2 large and 2 small feet onto fused fabric with the disappearing ink pen and cut out. Cut 2 3-inch squares from the green print fabric for the sign. Follow manufacturer's instructions to apply fusible fleece to the back of one of the green print fabric squares and transfer. Again, instructions are continued on page 90. Then there's an ad for a candle making craft kit. Oh my goodness. We will end our magazine flipping with this craft project. It's called the BEE Happy Wreath. This one is designed by Linda Derby, and it says, brightly painted bumblebees buzz around a cute covered hive. Sheer gold ribbon is loosely entwined to complete this charming moss and daisy covered grapevine wreath. And then there's a big picture of a wreath, and there are these little round bumblebees all around the wreath. A little wooden sign that says "Be Happy" on the wreath as well. And then the background of the wreath is like brown moss, I guess, and then a gold ribbon wrapped around it. A couple of like daisy flowers are on there, and in the middle of the wreath, hanging, looks like a beehive that was made with like twine, and some smaller bees are on that. So there's the big circle wreath, and then hanging in the middle of the wreath is like an actual beehive. So let's take a look at this craft. The materials. So you need a small wooden hive, tiny wooden half hive, 1 1/2 inch and 4 1/4 inch wooden sign, 3 wooden wren eggs cut in half lengthwise to make a total of 6 small bees, 6 3/4 inch wooden hearts cut in half lengthwise to make a total of 12 small bee wings, 10 large wooden ladybugs for the large bees, then 10 1 1/4 inch wooden hearts cut in half lengthwise to make a total of 20 large bee wings. We also need Americana acrylic paint and antique gold, desert sand and ebony black, acrylic sealer, finisher, and matte. And then you need some Robert Simmons paint brushes. You need the Toll Master Series T51 number 10 linear, the Expression Series E55 number 1 flat wash glaze, and Series E67 number 6 filbert, and a 12-inch grapevine wreath. So that is actually all the words on that page for the wreath, and the rest are continued on page 90. body is feeling